episode of Momo Makes. I'm your girl Momo. I do DIYs, upcycles, and sewing projects. I am at the community gardens today. I have a tradition of renting out a small plot of land here. Any resident in my town can apply for this and they can rent this little garden plot for the summer, and you can grow anything that's organic. If you're into organic gardening, this is a great way to start. As you know, I'm in New Jersey, and New Jersey is known for their Jersey tomatoes, so we grow a lot of tomatoes. They're very successful year after year. We are into Earth Week, and I just wanted to do this quick tutorial on how to make your own grocery bags from old bed sheets. One simple way of cutting out plastic from your life is to just use recyclable bags when you go grocery shopping. In our town, we have a sustainability commission, and it's a bunch of volunteers who just try to raise awareness and help people in living a more sustainable life and cutting out plastics and be more environmentally friendly. This year we have a sewing project, and there's a bunch of volunteers who are sewing grocery bags to give out to the people in our town, and they will be placed in different locations at the grocery stores, and they will be given out for free. As you choose the materials for this project, make sure that it is 100% cotton, because as polyester materials break down, they release microplastics into the ocean and into the soil, so that is less than desirable.
I think every day is Earth Day, and there's no good or bad time to start this project. You can start your own reusable produce bag project in your town to promote sustainable living and reduce plastic waste.
So smash that like button, turn on the notifications, and let's get started.
Materials that you need for this project are old bed sheets, quilts, duvet covers, or even t-shirts. There is really no right or wrong size for a produce bag. Some standard sizes I found online vary from 8 by 10 inches to 14 by 18 inches. It's really up to you how large you make your bags. It also depends on how much fabric you have at hand. I'm using an old cotton sateen bedsheet for this batch of produce bags. Before we start, let's do some math. I'm cutting out 16 by 14 inch pieces of fabric for my bags. This includes the seam allowance and the fold at the top for the drawstring. A king size bedsheet should give you about 18 bags. To make the sheet completely flat and easy to work with, I ripped out the hems of the bedsheet. Just split it with the tip of your scissors and pull the seams apart. It's so satisfying. I had so much fun doing this. Now there are two ways to do this. You can measure and cut out 16 by 14 inch rectangles from your entire sheet. You can use a cardboard template for this process. This is a time-consuming way of making produce bags in bulk. I'm going to show you a simple shortcut method. I'm going to cut the sheet into 16-inch strips that I will cut at the 28-inch mark and fold in half to get my 14 by 16 bags. This would give me a one closed side seam, which is the fold, and it may not seem much, but when you're making your bags in bulk, it would definitely save some time. A king-size bed sheet should give you about 18 bags. So let's start with closing the side seams first. Since you have the fold in the middle, you will only need to close the bags on two sides. Next, we will make the drawstring channel. For this, we will first mark a 2-inch mark from the top and fold and sew the raw edges inward for the opening. This would look like the shape of a V when you're done. To make the drawstring channel, just tuck the edge and do a top stitch around. Ironing would help you if you want to do that. I just roughly marked it and I just folded it in. Put in some reverse stitches at the beginning and the end of the opening so everything is secure. A word about streamlining your workflow. I recommend that you batch your project by doing one step at a time on all your bags, meaning that you will cut all your bags first and then stack them. Then in the next step, you will serge all the edges on all the bags. In the next step, you will do all the drawstring channels on all of them, and so on. If you have multiple machines, you can set up an assembly line and do one step at a time on one machine and then move the bag along the line. The drawstring on these bags is extremely important because they should be able to hold large and heavy produce like oranges, but just as well be able to hold nuts without spilling. So for my project, I bought vintage viscose seam binding tape from Facebook Marketplace. Someone was just getting rid of a lot of it, and I just got the whole batch for like $5, which I think was a great steal. You could use jute twine, cotton rope, or even make your own with the leftover fabric from the bedsheet. I used a piece of pipe cleaner to thread the cord into the channel. For closure, I used wooden beads and just tied the ends shut once I threaded the wooden bead onto both of the cords. It slides really easily on the hem tape, but it is tight enough to keep the bag closed. If you own a serger, you can save a lot of time on this project. You can just serge all the edges, including the opening for the drawstrings, and then sew the side seams and drawstring channel on your sewing machine, and you are done. Reusable cotton produce bags are very easy to make, easy to store, and easy to wash. And remember that single-use plastics can take over 500 years to decompose in landfills. But even after you use your cotton produce bag and you throw it out, it will still break down without hurting the environment. Remember that every day is Earth Day, and together we can make a contribution. Making your own produce bags is one simple step that you can start to lead a more sustainable life. If you like this video, please hit like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.